Irving. And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Well, let's talk about LeBron James not just being one of the best passing forwards of all time, one of the best passers of all time. Truly understands where everything is at all times.
Back to Irving. Fires the 3. And again, Toronto no up.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
James looking around. Driving the lane. Can't connect from short range. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Christie. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And how about that move by Sharp against the defense, getting them to put contact on him so he can draw the foul.
We know, Brent, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA. And Shaedon Sharp took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game. And then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
Here's Zubac. And the Raptors miss again.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Pass to Sharp. To the middle. Here's Ware. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Darko Rajakovic and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. Of course, they know they have their work cut out for them with LeBron on the court. He told me James hasn't really lost a step. He's a constant problem out there, so I'm ready to try anything, including just throwing extra bodies at him. Of course, that probably means some double teams in LeBron's immediate future. Guys?
Thank you, David. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up to Toronto. Zubac with it. Still scoreless. Misses off the right iron. And here are the Cavaliers. James outside. Pass to Ware. Looking for Sharp, and he gets it there. James in the post. It's hauled in by Zubac. So it's Toronto now. Irving surveying the floor. And here is Zubac. Back to Irving. Pass to Zubac. Over Sharp. No good from Zubac.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Thompson outside. To the paint. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's James. Uses both hands to slam it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Both teams making substitutions here. Inside. Here's Bona.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Pass to Hampton. At the elbow, Edwards. Now, here's Hampton. The shot comes out.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
On deep, Reeves. And here's Edwards. Pass to Pritchard. Now here is Hachimura. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Bona.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Reeves outside. Clock at 6. With the drive. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Here's Reeves. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Finney-Smith. Raptors need to get a shot. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's a 5-point Raptor lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Edwards. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Hampton misses. Raptors leading by 5. Reeves into the lane. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Pritchard. Over in the corner, Edwards. It's stolen. And so it's the Toronto Raptors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be back with you shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Ware. Stolen by Reeves. Shed, that's good.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now here is Hachimura. Still without a basket. Back to Poole. Pass to Hachimura. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by O'Neal. Toronto leading by 9. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Reeves. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Down low. Pass to Sharp. 18 feet out. And another miss by Cleveland. And so the ball's out of bounds. Hachimura touched it last. So both teams making some changes here. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. On the wing, Reeves. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to James. Back to Sharp. Cleveland moving the ball around. James absorbing hits on the drive.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
To the inside. Reeves can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Now Sharp. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Pass to Poole. Plays it up and banks it in. Poole's got his first points of the night.
Now, Poole's elusive. He understands how to get some space, and he uses that dribble just like that.
Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
Back to Poole. Outside, James. From range, LeBron is good.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Teams changing it up here. On the wing, Irving. 6 points for him. That shot missing.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Pass to Ware. It's hauled in by Cornette. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Raptors have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
It's got to be something else to be a teammate of Irving's. What a generational talent.
Raptors leading by 6. Pass to Kamare. Back to Irving. No good on the shot.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Here's Sharp. Latrey
just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter.
Out left of the wing. Pass to Reeves. Here's Kamare. And the Raptors miss again.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
LeBron James on the wing. Thompson outside. 5 to shoot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Raptors leading by 6. Pass to Zubac. To the middle. Power down with both hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Pritchard. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Ware. Zubac defending. Ware, good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Kamare. Irving with the ball. He's covered by Thompson. And here's Beasley. And stolen by Sharp.
And getting to the line at will. James using his smarts these days to draw those kind of shooting fouls.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Now here's Irving. He's got 7. Watch the screen. Floats one. That one's good. Just his third make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
A defender has Irving closely covered, but he's just so determined to get through the contact and to the bucket.
Pass to Hachimura. At the elbow, it's James. Strong inside. What a move by James.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Here's Christie. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Beasley with a clean look. The wing jumper off target.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
LeBron, no luck. Raptors leading by 5. Irving with it. He's got 9. Pass to Christie. Now Zubac. Now here's Beasley. Back to Zubac. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Cavaliers substitution. Number 20, Kessler Edwards.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Raptors. They lead by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Now here's James. Pass to Poole. Switch. Back to James. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Now here's Irving. Beasley for 3. It's rebounded by Poole. James left side. Inside. Here's Ware. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Christie. Here's Kamare. Clock is at 3. Here's Irving. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Assist goes to.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And Irving launches it from deep. And again, Toronto no up.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Christie. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Great to see Kyrie Irving getting after it on the defensive end, showing how quick those hands could be, not with the ball handling, but knocking the ball away.
Down low. Here's Ware.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Raptors with the lead. And here is Irving. He's got 9. It's tipped. Stolen by Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch it home like that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson.
That's his second.
That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And the Cavaliers with some changes.
Substitution on the court.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Sinks the triple.
That's a shot that Kyrie's never going to pass up, and exactly the mindset that his team needs.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here's Hampton. No scoring in this one. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. To the paint. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Assisted.
Hampton's got the game tied up here for the Cavs. Outside Irving. Out to the right wing. Pass to Kamare. Toronto working the ball around now. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. And so here's Cleveland. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Here's Hachimura. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley.
That's his second.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution for your
Pass to post.
Bona.
And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Reeves outside. Here's Kamare. And the Raptors tack on 2 more. Cavaliers trailing. Here's Pritchard. Still yet to score. Down low. Here's post. It's deflected. Bounce pass from Reeves. Edwards with the block. They retain possession. They recover it.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Hachimura, no good. And here are the Raptors now. Pass to Reeves. Here's Bona. Back to Reeves. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Now Hachimura. Inside. Nails the baby hook. Hachimura's got his first points in this one.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Bona. Here's Christie. And here's Reeves outside. The rebound by Post.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Here's Pritchard. He has yet to score. Here's Reeves. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Hachimura.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Pritchard. He's defended by Reeves. Back to Edwards. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. And that'll be his third foul so far.
His third personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution.
1:58 left to play here in the third. For the lead, that gives them the lead.
The assist.
And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Over to the left wing. Back to Reeves. Launches it. It's good from long range. Reeves has got 10 points in the game.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second three of the game. One in each half.
Up top, Hachimura. 6 on the shot clock. Toronto grabs the miss.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Here's Shed. The layup missed. And so here's Cleveland. They trail by 1. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hampton. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Cornette. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Reeves. Behind the back and lays it in. And it's a 3-point Toronto lead.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
The Cavaliers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
On the wing, Reeves. Pass to Cornette. From past the arc. Not going to go that time. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Raptors lead by 2. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto.
30 seconds.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Raptors with the lead. Here's Shed. Reeves right side. The 19-foot shot. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And so James will bring it up for the Cavaliers. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Here's LeBron. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
When LeBron's shooting like that, nothing you can do defensively.
Here's Shed. Outside, O'Neal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his third foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Cornette. Back to Reeves. Missed inside. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Poole. It's rebounded by O'Neal. Reeves outside. Puts the move on. The rebound by Sharp.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
James outside. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You see LeBron just shrug off that contact there. It's like nothing even hit him.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Free throw, no good for James. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Got a chance to listen in on Darko Rajakovic during the huddle. The coach told his players, hey, they're feeling the pressure over there. Keep pressing. Keep fighting. They're starting to crack. Now let's get this game even, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Now, here's Irving. 5 on the clock. Bona. The rebound by Post. Cleveland leading by 3. Poole on the wing. And he jams it with authority.
Well, one of the more explosive players and silky smooth. Poole finding a way to get to the rim.
Back to Irving. Pass to Reeves. Here's Christie. Outside Irving. And they get it. Traps in the tray.
Now the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Now, here's Poole. Pass to Hachimura. To the inside. The kick out to Poole. Here's Christie. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Jordan Poole picks one up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Cavaliers making a switch here.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
James outside. Great focus from LeBron. Gets it and still gets it to go.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Here's Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Love the aggressive play right there from Kyrie when he gets into the paint. Determined to score, but for sure get contact.
And so Irving nails both of them. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Pass to Post. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Zubac. And stolen by LeBron. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Pritchard. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Here's Christie. Pass to Irving. 6 to shoot. And here is Zubac. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And the Cavaliers with possession. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. James with it. Pass to Hachimura. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Outside Irving. Here's Christie. Back to Irving. To take the lead. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Irving's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Toronto.
Appreciate the mentality of Kyrie at this point, embracing the moment. He'll take the big shot.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. The Cavaliers trail by 3. James outside. Pass to Sharp. To the middle. Here's Thompson. And it's in off the backboard.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Asar Thompson.
And Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
And he makes the first. And the Raptors making a change here. And so Irving nails both of them.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Now, here's Poole. LeBron outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Here's Toronto. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Reeves. Here's Kamara. Back to Reeves. Pocket 6. Irving with a clean look. From outside off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Now, here's Poole. Now, Sharp, defended by Christie. High, arcing shot, and Sharp lays it up and in.
And this young guy is already imposing his will on the game. Sharp, someone you can count on in the moment.
Here's Reeves. Pass to Christie. Here's Kamara. Raptors moving the ball around. On its way from Irving for 2. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And so it's Cleveland with it. And here is Poole. Covered by Irving. Poole on the wing. To the left wing. Picked away. Reeves left side. Zubac. Count it!
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Now here's James. They set the pick. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Well, LeBron James lives for the big moment. Another one there.
guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Pass to Reeves. Back to Irving. It's off. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win.